Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Dicey Dungeons. Dude, we're just mowing these freaking episodes down. We want to be the thief, and we want to go to episode 3. On your first turn, all dice rolls are 1. On your second turn, all dice rolls are 2, and so on. That sounds very interesting indeed. Ones are not bad as the thief. It's really like, I think the only character, you know, whose starting equipment allows you to do that. Roll 3 dice at the current uptick value. Okay, sure, I understand. I mean, honestly, rolling ones is kind of like, is okay. Increase and reset all dice. Okay, I get it. We have lethal next turn. So basically, we can sack a dice in order to increment the counter by 1 via uptick. This is such an insanely good roll for this freaking wolf puppy, dude. You know what? I was totally wrong. Like, we definitely do not have lethal. But, I mean, we do if we do this. This is scary. I love that every episode is a little bit different, though, you know? And it doesn't boil down to, hey, beat the run in 15 minutes with all the enemies moving at double speed. No offense, Isaac. Oh, and you start... Okay, I thought you started from 1 again. So that's my bad. My bad. I'm hip. I'm with it. So, here's a question. Would you rather roll 2 6s next turn? You know what? Never mind. I'm dumb. You definitely... Well, no. What does a 4 do? It gets you close to Pea Shooter. But if we put it in here, we'll get 2 6s next turn. Which allows us to use Pea Shooter anyway. Twice. Bruh. My brain's broken a little bit. I want to walk it through. If I put a 6 in here, it'll turn this into a 1. It's not that good. Let's split this. 1-5 is pretty horrible. Put a 6 in here, we'll get 1-1. That's not good either. Don't hurt me. I'm Ryan. Stop hurting me. I'm Ryan. Roll 3 6s. I mean, it's not great, but we do get to kill you, which is actually nice. But dude, I have no idea. As compared to our 2 previous runs, I don't know what I'm doing, alright? All I know is I think we're about to roll some 1s, and that's pretty cool. 1s are simple, you split them, and you send them. Now, is it worth... I mean, let's just be honest. 4 damage, if we put them all in here. If we put this in here, 6 damage. What if we put this in here and a 2 in there? We go from 6 damage to 6 damage. But here's the thing. Actually, 2s and 3s, I think, are our best level. So we don't want to skip the 2s and go straight to 3s. I think we're very happy being at 3s. In fact, if anything, I would prefer to, like, decrement. We're gonna have 4s next turn. I'm just trying to think of, like, with 4s, what the heck am I gonna do to do 10 damage? I don't think it's likely. So I at least want to do one of those. A good split could get you pretty close. I think I'm willing to spend 2 HP. Worst case scenario, I mean, we die. Second worst case scenario, hey, at least it gets us closer to our limit break. Which we're actually probably gonna hit thanks to poison. More or less. So I was thinking you split 3-1. That'll work. This feels way less obvious of how to proceed than our previous ones, though. Yes, Uruka, I'm not ignoring you, buddy. Last time you meowed, I opened the door. You sniffed Tomo's butt. You know, it's your right. I'm not gonna stop you from sniffing Tomo's butt, but it's not like I don't need to know that it's happening. You know? Okay, I think we want counterfeit. We can definitely fit it. What do I like about counterfeit here? Well, I mean, it basically just creates a dice. And especially when we're on ones. Let me put it this way. It's a free increment, too. And the free increment is extremely nice for us because we want to get out of the 5s and 6s, I think, as soon as possible. So, like, duplicate 5s, go to 6. I think you'd go straight to back to 1. I think you're okay with the 1s. Hello, my son. Then you split the 1s. Do you want to go to 2s? I don't think you want to go to 2s because I think we're really content being in that 1, 2, 3 corridor, and everything else kind of blows. 14 HP, but we got trips. Okay, so I'll tell you right off the bat, I like the trips. My son, you can't be there. You can be in the box. You can be in the box, okay? The box, that's where cats belong. It's got what cats crave. We might as well dupe a 2. And then I'm just trying to think. So this is 7 times 2 is 14, or 6 times 3 is 18. But again, then we'd be on 4s next turn. So I think I'm coming close to a realization. And that realization for me is we rarely want to increment 1s or 2s or 3s. You're so lucky. You're so unbelievably lucky. You might kill us. It's possible. I'm gonna hit you for 2. I think we can still split and kill you next turn, but you're having the greatest rolls of your freaking life, just for the record. I'm not upset or anything. I think it's really cool. Split value in 2. You're a coward. A charlatan. How about this? How do you feel about this? You idiot. Dummy. Guess who's dead? You're dead. Level me? Oh, thank God. Kunai or Hall of Mirrors? So, I mean, Kunai on turn 1 is incredible. There's no doubt about that. But if you're not on turn 1, kind of sucks. I actually think I like Hall of Mirrors as a way... Like, Kunai is way cooler. I took the boring option. But as a way for us to do something on 6s. Because honestly, like, as of right now... 6s and 5s, not that strong for us. 1-5. It's a weird run. It's definitely the hardest episode so far. Definitely lockpick. Definitely duplicate. Here's the thing: 1s are not that good for us, but 2s are awesome. I will pay and do it. Absolutely. Now, would we have lethal view? We would have been close, without a doubt. 6-5. That's not as bad. Still hurts, but it's not as bad. It's just that it's a strange run right now. It's a strange run. I don't feel as confident. I mean, on our last run, it's hard to compete with never getting hit. Like this is a pretty solid setup to find yourself in. Can't always rely on that, right? Snake Charm. For a 6, roll 2 1s. I'm like, what do you do with it? What do you do with them? Not much. But I'll tell you, pea shooter friggin' blows. So, as much as it's actually saved us in some of these situations, I'm all for trying to get the weirdness to work in some way here. Leather armor is good depending on the enemy that you fight, but for the most part, it's probably just gonna be +1 shield. Most enemies don't hit multiple times per turn. Some do. Admittedly, some do. Okay. I think you're gonna dupe the 4. Splitting a 4 is not that bad. You get more dice, then that turns more dice into 5s. I think we absolutely want to go straight to the 6s. Let's use a 6 to roll 2 1s. Not much point in upticking, honestly. I think we'd rather just have ones next. I don't know, dude. I'm so confused. Please, I'm very old. My brain, it doesn't have the same neuroplasticity it used to. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I'll tell you. I think we want to go up to 2s minimum. Should have duped the dice earlier, probably, huh? Duped the one, it doesn't matter, I think. So we have 8 dice, that's 16 damage. 7 times 3 is 21. It is a little bit better. Yeah, I actually think you do increment here, or uptick. I don't understand Snake Eye Charm. Snake Eye Charm is what you take if you're also using Kunai. So I don't think it has any place here, but whatever, we lost gold. So I gotta start thinking of things in a more meta context. What does that mean? Well, it means, do we want to be on 5 when we start our next fight? And the answer to that question is probably not. So let's increment. And then, do we want to be on 6 when we start our next fight? I think the answer to that question is yes. So we can use Snake Eye Charm to get us to lethal. And then we can start on Hall of Mirrors and also dupe and increment and get to 1s at least. This upgrade could be very important. Dude, Dagger is definitely... that is funny, but Dagger is probably first. Even though Counterfeit gets smaller. I definitely think Dagger is still the way to go. But we'll find out pretty quickly against the Keymaster. So we like this. I know it sounds crazy. We like this. We want to dupe a 6. We want to turn a 6 into 2 1s. It's more dice. Then we want to... Doesn't really matter what order we do this in, I think. We love it. So next turn, well, we'll talk about next turn when we get to next turn. How's about that? Unlocks Keyblade, returns dice. Do 3 damage, return dice. Not that bad. So we got 3 2s. You're definitely gonna dupe a 2. You're definitely gonna split a 2. So we have 13 damage. If we increment, I don't even need to tell you. If we increment, it should be worse, just because Dagger benefits from having the most attacks possible. If you don't kill me, you will die. So it's really up to you. I understand now. He gets stronger every turn. He's super dead. We don't even need lethal. That doesn't make any sense. What I mean is we don't even need ultimate. You usually need lethal to kill. Okay, an extra dice, always going to be good. Definitely don't care about stealing gold. A 5 to dodge next attack, but we can literally only use it when we're on the 5 increment. Or on a 6 when we get a 1-5 split, which is never going to happen. Adding 4 poison... I don't know, man. I don't get the deck. I don't get our equipment. I honestly don't really understand what I'm supposed to do. All I know is for right now, it seems to be working okay. We're always going to start with a duped 4, in this case at least. And I think, you know, getting some damage done is just nice. We will increment, and I think we'll do so again. And then I think we'll roll trip 6s, get a free dice, roll 2 1s. Go back to 1s. How did we do? I mean, we did 14 damage, and we set ourselves up for a better turn. Pardon me, it's been a long recording day. I have no idea if this is any good. I'll tell you, blind isn't that strong against this right now, though. We always do want to split, because it's 1 more attack. 1 more attack equals 1 more damage, no matter what. This is 4 attacks plus 7 damage, so it's exactly lethal. And we get to start on 3s in our next combat. 3s are pretty solid. Reduce the countdowns on all equipments. We have like... We have one equipment that uses countdowns, so I think we're just out of here. Super Sneezy. He's Super Sneezy. We really want this man to low roll. Or to roll low. I don't think we would care about incrementing counter. It's a very strong first turn. We really want low rolls, though. So we're gonna have 5 poison. That's honestly not that bad, as long as we can kill him this turn. I think we've got him. Turns out, I don't think you need to be that creative with this. We didn't even need to do that part. Okay, I'm starting to get my confidence back just a little bit. That's a good sign. 2 lockpicks. Honestly, I think Snake Eye Charm kind of sucks. So a second lockpick actually strikes me as being very interesting. I'm starting to think that we're in control. It's just upgraded dagger. Like, it works every time. Straight up. Duplicate. Increments. Hall of Mirrors. Uptick. Split. Split. Roll a bunch. So it's, should be 14 damage. Plus we get an extra dice for the rest of the combat. 14 damage, plus we get a dice for the rest of the combat. We're just a raw damage dealing deck here. So that's 4 damage and a burn is unfortunate. Probably won't lethal you. I gotta see. Actually, we might. I should always, when you're on 2s, hold on. We definitely have you next turn. We don't need to play the burns. I should always look for whether or not 3, because the only time you would want to, I need to go back a step. I went too far. The only time you would ever want to increment, in my opinion, with what we have right now, from 2 to 3, is when 2 doesn't give you lethal, but 3 does. Then you're trading, you're leveraging your long-term prospects to give you a win in the short term, which sounds bad, but I mean, sometimes is good, you know? Especially if you're gonna, like, level up right after combat. Then it actually is good. It sounds bad, but you'd be wrong in that case. But anyway, I'm losing my mind trying to figure this son of a gun out. Start with a split. I just want to see what happens. And then I'm like, okay. I mean, do you dupe a 1? I don't know. It still seems like you just do this. You probably would dupe the 1 in that case. Yeah. 3 of these. Might as well dupe 1. It doesn't really matter when we dupe, I think, is what I'm trying to say. Then we roll. Then we split. I mean, for all the dice we spent, we still got 6 back, which is still really good. It doubles. Dodge next attack. With dagger, that's not that bad. Silence. Actually, silence doesn't matter on this turn either. So you definitely like the split, the dupe, the split. The dupe, the split, the dupe. I don't know. I'm starting to think we got this thing actually locked up. And I was just being a big baby complaining about it earlier. So we're going to be on 3s next turn. 4 3s is lethal. Because it's plus 4 damage. It's actually 16 damage instead of 12. We got 5 3s. Oh, but you weakened exactly the right piece of material. You son of a gun. I don't think we're gonna get you. I think you're a genius. I think you're the smartest man in the room right now. We wouldn't have gotten you even if I played that one right. We're gonna pass. 4s are okay. I'd rather start on 5s or 6s. So I'd like to kill you on 4 turn if possible. But it's not very good. You dodge, so we'll dodge on 1. Smack you. So Smack ya. Dupe. Should have duped the 3, but... Oh, it didn't. It's the same amount of damage because it's +1 per attack. Okay, we leveled up. Needs a 3. Do 0 damage, add 1 on each item used. Minimum 3, split a dice into 3. I think we're... Like, this is interesting, don't get me wrong. But it's really interesting if we get around to 3 twice. And I'm not sure I see that happening. It takes a while for this to be better than using 3s in dagger, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, you can get nuts with Hall of Mirrors on a 2. Or a 4, for that matter. I think we will upgrade it. And I didn't think that it was going to be interesting, but I do think it will be. Oh, yes. Finally, but hold on. No deal temporarily. Can I fit it? Not while also having counterfeit. Well, if I'd known that, I would have bought the upgrade for counterfeit, you son of a gun. Can I? Ah! But it's so good to roll to turn a 6 into 6 1s. But what we literally can't get rid of what we want to get rid of to make it work. I don't know. This is tough for me. I think I'm gonna buy and hold it. But then if you, oh, it's not buying, it's trading. If you trade and hold it, what the heck are you putting in here in the interim? Dude, I don't know. I think we stick with what we got, but this hurts. Does it really work with anything? As long as it's over a 2. I'm taking it. I think we have to. Wait, did we have an extra lockpick just sitting around doing nothing? I want to put lockpick and Hall of Mirrors back up. By upgrading counterfeit, we can at least put one of them back. We do have an upgrade. This will be an interesting test. So 5, split it into 1s. I mean, that's so nice. Is that good? It still feels like that was a really strong first turn. 16 damage. I think I can live with it. No, not 12 damage. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, dude. Come on. Okay. We will use Limit Break. Now, will we have lethal if we uptick? Right now, we have 9 dice. No, we have 10 dice. 14, 17. We have 27 damage without upticking. So, let's test if that's correct. Never tell me the odds. Really want to get to that upgrade. Things are going to start to pop. Okay, 3s. What do we like on a 3? Still like this. But honestly, I don't think you uptick past this. I don't think you need to. These are some strong turns. Dude, the Sneezy is so good. 24 damage turn 1, no ult. Any percent? Oh my god, 4 frozen dice. AKA, oh my god, we're about to get a bunch of 1s, which I mean, 2s are better, but like, the 1s are still pretty good. Fortunately, it means Sneeze is useless, but I think we have 12 damage. We'd rather not ult next turn if possible. 2 frozen dice, 10 damage. 10 damage is really bad. 2 frozen dice doesn't matter very much. So you're on 5s. You're done, brother. You're done. Ooh. 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 Grab the health. Upgrade. It actually might be a little closer than I thought. Split dice into ones and roll an extra one. Interesting. But we can also roll an extra one by putting lockpick back here. Would we rather have lockpick or Hall of Mirrors? Let's try it, dude. As long as we know we can also get the up. No. I know, because we could take our 4s and turn them into 2s and be an interesting time for everybody and all, but it's a little scary. I'm very frightened with where we're at right now. I'll tell you though, I love this. Definitely want more dice, because this is not going to be over. Now, I'm going to roll the extra dice. The reason behind it is I think he's going to hurt us enough to maybe give us another limit break. He's going to hit us for 9. Not quite limit break level. We could probably be killed on this turn. We'd rather dupe a 2. Now, do we have lethal? I doubt it. We have 13 plus 8. We have 21 damage. If we put one in here, we'll have 7 3s. Which is 20. Okay, so I think this is one of those exact situations I was previously talking about. 7 3s is really 7 4s. So there you go. That's a big one. That's huge. We only got to make it through one more enemy. We get a little heal. It's the Kraken. He's only a level 4, so I think we're okay. What's your thing? You blind me? You blind me, curse me, and you love evens. Okay. I mean, dude, you love that. I don't mind a little dupe, extra dice. We don't really want to increment to a 5, do we? Do we? Only to then increment all the way back to a... No. I think we're actually happy here. We can increment from our 5s back to 1. But given the number of 1s we had there, I think that was totally fine. So you will curse me. You got 2 evens, which is pretty bad. And you'll blind 2 dice. I mean, that's just... This is a nightmare, brother. Well, we know we have 5s, so I don't know why I'm calling it a nightmare. Start here. Dupe me. Split. I don't really want to break this. Come on, I'm just waiting for the curse to work, dude. You knew it was gonna happen. It was destined to be. Alright. Pray we live. If we live, I think we'll kill him next turn. No curse. Blindness does not matter. Do we need our ults? We have... These are 2s. So we have 10. We have 14. Plus 9. We needed more. Remember, we get to full HP after this, but it's always nice to go into the boss fight with a preordained ult if possible. We did need it. We were only 2 dice. We only had 2 1s remaining. Maybe we didn't need it. I think we needed it. Anyway, more dice is always good. You got an upgrade? No upgrade. Don't need him. Don't need him. Don't want him. Don't need him. Don't want him. Don't need him. Yoifi. What are you? Shield bash? Or is that scat hatch? Shield bash. We can't manipulate your dice, so we gotta just hit you a lot every turn. Oh no. Okay. Give me a dupe. You might as well give me a split. You might as well give me a +1. You might as well give me a bunch of dice, and then, hold on. Let's uptick. Let's uptick. Let's uptick. Okay, we like being at ones. Admittedly, if you're at sixes, just by having, and we shouldn't have gone past 6 or maybe 5, because 5 into the Sneezy option is so good, and 6 is even better, obviously. Certainly, we want trips. I do think we should go for more dice. I don't think we should increment. Let's dupe, split, split. It's definitely gonna take down her shield. Is honestly, I hope you don't think this looks bad, because I think we're winning easily. She's half dead, and she had a good roll last time. It was an okay roll this time. The only downside is we have no shield, but... You know, actually, this is a lot closer than I originally let on. Okay, doesn't really matter what you start with. She won't kill me this turn. She literally can't put up enough damage. If she's not gonna kill me this turn, well then what's... I mean, if she can't kill me this turn, she's gonna die next turn. So, I think we've got nothing to worry about. Could she have killed me? I guess if she rolled 3 6s, she could have killed me. But she didn't. So, ha. You do have 9. I think, honestly, you just increase reset. Increase reset. We gotta do 17 damage. Increase reset. We're on 4 1s. You're gonna give me a dupe. You're gonna give me a split. Then we're gonna increment. Gives us 1 more damage. It also gives us way more damage on these. Then you split this one. I think that's honestly just the ideal of how that turn goes. So we're totally fine. Alright, I mean, it was a little scary mathematically, but we made it happen. Big whoop. Continue to be amazing at Dicey Dungeons. Oh well. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. We'll be back to take on Act 3 as the robot. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!